First thing you want to do is click on Swap Events and Projects. Just put your timeline down the bottom and your projects. Hit plus to create a new one. Choose Scrapbook. Give it a name. Hit create. These buttons here, if you move your mouse over them, they'll tell you what they are. Music, photos, titles, transitions, backgrounds, maps, etc. Photos, Sons of Anarchy. Select your photos, drag them in, just like the other SlideShow program. Effects are already added. You can see the effects here. Everything's customizable, but just leave it as it is at the moment for simplicity. We'll tinker with it later. Music. Find a song, drag it in. Okay, looks pretty cool. There's your slide. These are your transitions. This little box up here is crop. Double click, got start and end. Can resize start. Can resize end. Can select what you want, how you want it. Click play. And you can see how that slide will look. You can hit fit. Just the whole photo, no Ken Burns. You can hit crop. Crop the picture out. If you hit crop and hit done, it's cropped to that size. We come back in here again. Ken Burns. It's Ken Burns again. Move your mouse over it. You can watch it do its thing for each slide. And if we bring it over this transition, we see what that transition looks like. This one is just like a fade from one to the other. so is this one, where this one adds a little animated scrapbooking thing, which is cool, but they just do a few of those. This is all on automatic, we haven't set anything ourselves yet. Double click on the slide, the duration is 3.7, video effect is none, clip, video, lots of advanced tools, don't worry about those. Video effects, none. Flipped, raster, cartoon effect, aged film, film grain, hard light, day into night, glow, dream, romantic, vignette, bleach and bypass, old world, heat wave, sci-fi, black and white, sepia, negative, and X-ray. I'm going to add this one. Done. Watch it again from here, hit spacebar. These are different titles. Move your mouse over to see how they look. Find one you like, drag it to the timeline where you want it to be. Because this is an automatic slideshow, it's going to warn us it's already done everything for us. If we turn off automatic, then we can fiddle with how we want it to look. You can choose different backgrounds here. Going to choose stars. Click on something to select it when it's got the yellow highlight. Drag it to wherever you like. Try to get the start of this title so that it comes on during this slide, say, and you can probably pull this larger and longer or shorter like we did in the other program so that it fits to the size of this slide only. Try another one. If you pull it like this, when it's highlighting all of that, this is going to automatically be sized to the size of this clip. Let's try that. Great. Music levels. Where they've gone yellow an orange and even touch into a bit of red. This is not too good. Where they're red, the sound could start to distort. This bar is your volume. Just have to pull it down a bit. We're now safely out of the red, so the sound won't be distorted. Transitions. These ones are all scrapbooking transitions that you could use. This is a nice ripple effect. If I wanted a ripple, I'll drag it on top of this one. Replace, replace all, cancel, replace. Come back to here, start playback. Double click. 2 seconds. Don't want all of them at 2 seconds, just this one. Hit done. Come back. Much better. Double click. Duration. Apply to all if you want it to affect all of them. Overlap. Cross dissolve. Choose one of the many transitions from here. Scroll over it to see how it actually looks. Find one you like. Click. Done. Give it a try. Too quick. Double click. 2 seconds. Done. Try again. Play. That's right, I did add a background. You can have backgrounds. Some of them are moving, some of them are still. You can also have maps. When you have a map, you can have start location. Let's start in Russia and take us to Sydney, Australia. Do you want to zoom in or not? Do you want to show how we're getting there? Do you want to show clouds? Video effect, same video effects as what we had before. I like that. 4 seconds, 10 seconds. This would swap it, so we start at Sydney and go to Samara. If you wanted to do that, hit OK. Play. Great little way to do an intro. Then you could add a title over the top. Maybe something like organic one. Something I was showing you before. If you bring it to the middle, when you let go, this title is going to be the full length of this piece of clip. I'm just going to hold down the Command key and hit Z, which is undo. It's the same as hitting Edit, Undo, just Command Z. It's quick to undo something if you don't like it. If I did the same thing and I pull it too close to one side, it highlights that much, and the title's only going to be for that side. I'll undo that, pull it in again, pull it too far to this side. Now it's going to be for the end. So you've got the start, the end, or the whole lot. Of course, if you did drag it into the wrong size, you can stretch it later, so it's not really a problem. There's this button here. If you click that, it puts it all into one single line, which is kind of more how you're used to working with it in your other program. You've got this bar here, so you can slide this to get to the front of your project, the middle, or to the very end of your project. This shows audio on or off. We want that on. This button toggles between it, sort of kind of like a typewriter. It starts here and goes along, and then it continues down here. So once you sort of, if you're playing at this point, comes down to here, whereas if you hit that button, choice is yours, makes no difference, but this just keeps it in one straight line for your timeline. If you double click on the clip, obviously we can audio effects. There's different audio effects: none, muted, robot. If we play the music and then we highlight these, you'll hear how it makes the sound different. So it has audio effects as well as video effects. Audio volume, ducking. Reduce volume other tracks to a certain amount, such as 15%. We'll play with that in another lesson, but yeah, it basically reduces the sound of something else. So if we had an intro movie, or you had a little video clip halfway between your slideshow, and there's people talking, you want to be able to hear them. So we would want to duck the main track so that we can hear it. Another thing is fade in and fade out. At the end of our slideshow, if our music hasn't finished, we want it to fade out. It does have an automatic fade out, which is only 0.5 of a second. So if we scrub through to the end, you'll see how the volume is loud here, and very quickly it just tapers it off so that it sounds okay. Let's hear how it sounds. Okay, it wasn't a real end of the song, but it makes it sound like it did sort of end the song. I like to change this to manual and pump it up to, well, not 5 seconds, but about 2 seconds. Now, if we try that again, it's a smoother fade out. So I do that manually to my audio tracks. It's all personal preference. Click on this title. We haven't given it anything yet. Let's play. Everything you just saw was done live in one take using iMovie. If you don't love this program, I don't know what you will.